the question that I have is council's recommendation to acknowledge the actual threat is not part of this motion. I think that I had made something similar to this on, looking at how we make sure that people are feeling comfortable in the building. I don't particularly care who the notification comes to. I think that it is a slight when we say that the Senate president shouldn't receive this. He's not the president he's the president of the Senate over everybody. And he's going to have to make a call. So I think that that's something that we need to do away with. I would prefer for it to go to HR, because the Secretary of the Senate is going to have to communicate with the President of the Senate. It makes no sense to me. I think that having, if he's in the building, making sure that we have enhanced OSP. We did that in the past, and I'm okay with that. But just bear in mind that this is not a conclusion. This is just an action to take while the investigation or the inquiry proceeds. And so I don't want to get that lost in this. This is not a conclusion at all.
Yeah. Can I respond to your statement? I personally agree with Senator Olson that I think the Secretary of the Senate would be the appropriate person in this particular situation. And this is why. We know that there's ongoing potential litigation ongoing now, as well as, let's say, concerns as to different individuals in the building. Senator Boquist has made it very clear from my discussions with him and my readings of his statements that he does not believe and wants to have contact with HR, specifically Jessica Neely, who is our director. And because there's potential litigation involving her, I don't think that would be the appropriate person that should be receiving the notification. Same thing with the president. I felt that what Senator Olson has suggested is a person who is an officer of the Senate, who is voted by all members to be in that capacity, and she really is kind of our air traffic controller for the business of the Senate. And I think that when you enter in anything into the record, into the journals, that's where it's going. So I personally think what Senator Olson is correct, and that's why I would not be as comfortable putting adversarial interest in contact with each other at this stage.
Well, Mr. Chair, I understand what you're saying, but then potentially we can make anybody adversarial. This is shaping the battlefield. I don't have a problem with it. That's fine. We can do that. I can live with that. I'm not going to lose any sleep. But I am concerned again about where we're going with this, and that we don't get distracted from this is the beginning or part of an ongoing inquiry. And we're not coming up with a conclusion. I don't want us to get lost in that.
To me, this is an intervention, is what it really is. It's basically the investigation has been ongoing prior to June 19th, and because of what happened on June 19th, we've been asked to take steps to ensure safety within the workplace. Clearly, this is not goes to any portion of the merits of any of the reports that outside counsel is currently reviewing and potentially would bring forward through the Rule 27 process for processing reports into complaints, either formal or informal.
Mr. Chair, would it be inappropriate to ask counsel if she felt that this would be significant enough to ensure a safe workplace for the time being in the interim?
Sure, we can have Brenda come back up and give her perspective.